All right, everybody. How are we doing today? Not exactly what I was hoping to get out today. Um, I was originally hoping to get out a hype video with interviews with both of the teams and some clips and stuff. And yeah, I could not get it done in the amount of time that I had. So I decided to do something a little bit different. Something I was planning on doing in the future, but I figured it'd probably be a little bit better to just do it now for tonight. Um, and this is just a test run, as well as the last video. If you guys watched that one, the week preview and predictions, that was also just a test run. Next week's will be better, have more, I guess, visuals. Hopefully, at least in this one. And yeah, I'll be working on that. So let's yeah, so this instead is a pre-stream matchup analysis for the Sunday night match that we're streaming tonight, that this video is dropping on. The Kitten Spire versus GE Nova. So yeah, let's get into this. First up, we got a quick disclaimer. I don't want anybody to get offended by anything that I say in this. Everything, all the stats that I got were from right before this. I just got all of these stats, updated them, made sure they're all correct. This isn't meant to bully anybody. It's not meant to make fun of anybody. It is analysis purely on the stats alone. I just want to make that very clear, because I am looking at lane matchups. So I am pitting two people together and making a decision on which lane, who it looks more favored for, and I'll go over that in the next slide. But I really want to make sure that there's no malice in this content. I would not do that to you guys. All right. Next up, a little guide to the analysis. So at the end of each lane analysis, there is I say who I think the lane is favored towards. This is the guide to it. If there is 2 pluses, that means I think that matchup is heavily favored for that person. If it's a plus, that just means that I think that person probably consistently wins it, but loses sometimes. Let's say out of 10, probably like 6 or 7 or something. That was okay. I'm sorry. The minus is a slightly favored matchup, so means they're a little bit better than their lane opponent, but it's still a coin toss. You never know. And then the 2 minuses is an even matchup. It could go either way, and this is probably when a coin toss is probably more accurate. The slightly favored ones, I'd say probably like maybe that's 6 out of 10, and then consistently winning is like 8, 9 out of 10, and then heavily favored is just flat 10 out of 10 every time. I think that's more what I was thinking on that scale. All right. So quick recap. This is what I had in the weekly preview. If you didn't watch that, just went over our predictions for this series. Me and Cavo, my co-host for the streams, both said 2-1 for the Kitten Spire. So what I'm going to do after all the analysis at the end, I'm going to make another prediction. I'm going to give you my prediction after, not necessarily make another prediction. I might keep it the same. I might change it, depending on how I feel after all the data. Because the data does not lie. It does lie a lot, but I like to believe in it. So this, I did not up these stats either. Sorry. Want to say this is just from my prediction from the time, because I didn't want to change this up and then have another thing. I just wanted to look at this like this. So yeah, let's get into it. First lane we have up is top lane. We have I win. I win. I always say that wrong. It's I win and Cheesh, I think. Okay. So the way we're gonna do it, a little bit different than this one. This one, standings, tier total. This one's a little bit different. This is for individual players. So this one's more rank, division role rank. So the role rank for their role in the division. Same thing as the fantasy role rank. And then the league role rank means that their rank in the entirety of Cyanide. So that's just another stat. That one's just top 10 fantasy points by 30%. By 30 minutes. If you're in that top 10, you have a rank. Otherwise, you get a U for unranked. Okay. So MVPs as well. MVPs of games. Those are on the MSL stat pages for everybody. So I went through all of those, and then some notes that I took based on what I saw from both like champ pool. The first note is like champ pool, and second note is like play style or noticeable stats or something. So yeah, let's get into this. Rank. Quick comparison. Currently, I win is P2, and Cheege is Gold 1. There's quite a loss streak in there. So definitely I win favored. Division role rank. Currently sitting 5 versus Cheege 3. So that is favored. Now, as per how big of a diff that is, does seem kind of sizable. Just a little bit. I don't know. They're still kind of close. So I don't think it's the biggest leap. I don't think it's like first and second are pretty far ahead. So, the league role rank, they're both currently unranked. So that is even. MVPs, I win has 2 MVPs over Cheege. Now these are, I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. Now these MVPs, just disclaimer, it's based on it's win or loss, so it's MVPs and aces. So take that as you will. All right. But looking at it, I win does have more MVPs. And then some notes about these players. I win plays a variety of champs. Large champ pool, very versatile player, and also has high CS. And Cheege plays Juggernauts mostly and has high KP, like notably high KP, I would say. So I would say, personally, from what I've seen, it does look like Cheege is a lot more of a team fighter, and I win is more of a like split pusher. So overall, I do believe that it is more favorable to Cheege. Also, in the future, I will have the champions that they have played in the previous weeks with how many times they've played them on the sides here. I just did not have time to get that out for when I didn't have time to do that for when I wanted to get this video out. So, not going to do that this week, but for this first prediction, or first, I guess, analysis, I do say that it is slightly Cheege favored. Even though the rank disparity is there, I think the stats are kind of saying that Cheege is at least the more, if not better, then probably the more, I guess, impactful top laner. Impactful is the word I'm looking for. Yes. More impactful top laner. So, gonna have to give that one Cheege. Next up, we got Hydreion and Variana. I hope I said those right too. Alright, rank. Both sitting at E3. So, jungler, I'm pretty sure that's the highest rank on the team. Having your jungler be your highest rank is very nice. It's always good to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm absolutely wrong. No, it's there. Okay, I lied. It's not the, that is, am I right? It's true for Kitten Spires. It is not true for GE Nova. Sorry. That's what I was getting wrong. All right. Yeah, so that is even. Division role rank. Hydreion is sitting at 4. Variana is sitting at 3. Currently favored towards that. It's not that big of a gap. It does not seem like that's very big of a gap. But 1 second. Yeah, no, it's pretty even. So next, both of them are sitting unranked currently, so that is also even. MVPs, Variana is currently sitting with 2 over Hydreon's 1. So I'm gonna give it to Variana. All right. The notes. AD Bruisers is mostly what Hydreion plays. Also, considerably like high damage, I would say. Not as high KP, but more. The damage done is substantial. Right, and Variana, mostly AD engage, some more AD tanks, I guess, like J4. I guess not. Yeah, more like juggernauts. I guess it's a combination of the two, and then but high KP and CS makes me believe that Variana is favored in these aspects. So Variana slightly favored in this matchup. I do think it could go either way. Hydreion could have a good game, but I think Variana is more of a team fighter. Somehow more of a team fighter and also farms more. So seems to be a little bit more experienced, but also their stats are pretty close. So they have similar impact, I would say, on the game. That is. Next up, we got the mid laners. We have the Autombot and Infernosk. I think that, yeah, Infernosk. All right. For ranks, we have a Plat 4 and a Gold 2. So I think Infernosk also went on a pretty big loss streak. I think that's true for a couple of the people we're looking at today. So that's currently the Autombot favored. The division role rank. Rank 5 for the Autombot and rank 4 for Infernosk. That one is also not. It's a little big. Infernosk has a little bit over the Autobot, but also has 2 less games played. So take that as you will. But looking at it, it is Infernosk favored. The league role rank currently both are unranked. So that's even. MVPs either have an MVP either. Interesting. Notes, the Autobot has a lot of mages in their champ pool, as well as high KP. Actually, like fairly high KP for a mid laner. And then Infernosk has a pretty consistent champ pool, has champs that they like to play. Does have a bigger champ pool. I looked at their op.gg, and it does seem like they have a pretty sizable champ pool, but tend to lean towards certain champs more. So gonna have to say slightly favored for the Autobot there. A lot of KP is good for a mid laner, even though not securing those MVPs, and slightly below in stats to Infernosk. I think high KP matches what the Kitten Spire really wants to do, and that is team fight, the high damage jungler. So I got to go with Autobot favored here. I do think this is a pretty even matchup, though. Could go either way. Just have to watch that. Maybe could be a draft thing. If the Autobot has a counter pick here, could look better. But yeah, let's get into the ADCs. Himiyoshi. I don't think it would be Joshi. Himiyoshi seems right. Artladion. I hope it's like that. Artladion. All right. Let's check the ranks. Currently both sitting at Platinum 4 for the division role rank. Himiyoshi is sitting at 8, which I think is the bottom, and then Artladion is sitting at 6, which is not very far away from that. Pretty there's about like a 1 point fantasy gap between them, so it's a little bit bigger, and will be favored for our Lation. The league rule rank, currently both sitting unranked. Don't need to worry about that. MVPs, Himiyoshi has 2 MVPs right now, and Art Lation has 3. So that is slightly better for Art Lation. And as for the notes, Himiyoshi seems to have a pretty small champ pool from the things I've seen. I've looked at maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm absolutely wrong, but it does seem like Himiyoshi really favors certain champs and plays more, plays, I guess, champ pool, at least from what we've seen, is pretty small. As well as some low CS and low damage, but also 2 MVPs, so I don't know how accurate those stats are. I'm not too confident in those stats. So that is going to be favored for Art Lation. I do think this is pretty favored for Art Lation. Just from the stats alone. Oh, I didn't even say what Art Lation played. Attack speed champs mostly, attack speed hyper carries, and high kill percentage. So that does make me believe that Art Lation is slightly favored in this matchup. I just think, it comes down to, it seems like Glacial Nova has more of a carry ADC than the Kitten Spire in this matchup, so I'm gonna have to give it to Art Lation. Last up, we got the supports: Soar Emperor for Kitten Spire and Thordrin from Glacial Nova. Alright. Starting off, both are ranked plat 4 right now. So that's even division role rank. Soar Emperor is sitting at 3 for supports, and Thordrin is sitting at number 6. And that is a pretty big gap. Thordrin performing a lot better, seems. Yeah, that is about 2 fantasy points, which I think is the biggest gap in this matchup. And Soar Emperor is ranked on the full league leaderboard, currently sitting at 10. Thordrin is sitting at unranked right now, so that is better for Soul Emperor. MVPs, Soar Emperor has 2, Thordrin has 1, so that is favored. As for the notes, Soar Emperor plays a lot of engage and has high KP, but not as high as Thordrin's. Thordrin's engage champs as well has similar champ pool, but also plays oh my god, I can't even. 1 second, brain is resetting. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, plays similar champ pool, but has higher KP and vision, which makes me think this is favored towards Thordrin. But overall, I think Soar Emperor probably wins this, just being ranked on the league's leaderboard itself, and being 3 ranks over Thordrin in fantasy points. Does make me believe that Soar Emperor just is probably favored in this. I think it's going to be close. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty close. So yeah, that is maybe okay. Now, I don't think it's going to be that close. Let me rephrase that. I don't think it's going to be that close, but I do think that there is a chance that Thordrin just plays better. Especially, does seem like the ADC matchup is favored towards Glacial Nova, so could make Thordrin look a little bit better, but also if Soar Emperor plays better, could just shut out Glacial Nova from the lane. We'll have to see. After this, though, my after analysis prediction for this series, what did I pick? Huge. I'm doing a drum roll. I don't think my mic's picking it up. All right. I do think I switched up. I think Glacial Nova wins this 2-1. Just from looking at the stats and looking at just the stats, actually. It's literally just the stats. Just from looking at everything. I do believe Glacial Nova does win this. Taking a closer look at it, that's what I'm looking for. Taking a closer look at this matchup, I think at face value, Kitten Spire was looking better. But after doing this deep dive here, my final analysis before the stream tonight, Glacial Nova 2 to Kitten Spire 1. Alright guys, let me know what you think of this format of video. I would love some feedback. I will be adding some stuff to it, so look out for that. But yeah, all that said, hope everybody enjoyed. I'll be looking for you guys at the stream tonight. Please come. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, whatever it is right now. And if you have clips from your matches, please submit them in the Week 4 forum if you're watching that in the same week. Alright, that is all. I'll see you guys. Have a good one.